Hi everyone, it's Peacey here from Slick Business. I am your resident ActiveCampaign user-focused expert, and I am here today with my amazing friend, Melissa Love.
Hello, I'm Melissa. I'm from the Marketing Fix, and whilst Clay is the queen of ActiveCampaign, I will show you how that sits within your bigger marketing strategy and make it fun.
Now, today we're going to talk to you about how to make more money and save time using ActiveCampaign. And I really wanted to share this one with you. This is about self-service success. And this is really Melissa's baby because she created this from scratch using her instincts about how to help people who are already buying from you notice and value the impact of their purchase on their worlds. It has this incredible effect. I've named it self-service success. I'm sure Melissa has a more sensible name for it, but what it does is it increases lifetime value. And in your membership called the Marketing Fix, Melissa, I think you said this comes in 20% increase in lifetime value, right?
Yeah, so what we do is when we first launched the Marketing Fix, we were really lucky. We had a really strong launch and we got a lot more members than I was bargaining on. So I suddenly realized, I can't just speak to every single person all the time and find out how they're getting on with their goals and with the course. So I set up a form which I asked them to put their 3 goals and also what would be the number one thing that would hold them back from achieving those goals. And it's in their dashboard. They're invited to complete it. And as soon as they complete this form, it goes away. And that form, the answers are stashed inside ActiveCampaign. So what we can then do is we take those answers and we can put those custom fields into an email automation. So once a month, they are reminded of their goals and they're prompted to set new ones if they want to. And they feel like we care because whenever we then run into them at a co-working session or during a coaching session, we just pull up their ActiveCampaign profile and we can see the goals they're currently working towards and how they feel about them.
Now, I got to say, because I'm a member of Melissa's membership, the Marketing Fix, because I need to get better at marketing. We all do. And when this email, so that bit where you quote the goals back to them in an email, and then you also check in with them. And I think the subject line is something like a loving nudge to see how you're doing with your goals. And when I see that, I want to open it because it makes me feel nurtured, looked after, and cared about. And then it has this really interesting impact that this thing that I've not been paying attention to, my eyes are straight back on it because that email that you send out is quoting back my exact words to me. I can't duck it because I set those goals.
Yeah.
Right?
It saves us more time and we never go into speaking to an existing customer, an existing member blind. We can always see, exactly what they're up to and what they're thinking about, what they're kind of burning. And also we have their burning questions right there in the dashboard as well. In the
right. So it's like this real wealth of contextual information about your people, and your people are coming to you via a membership situation. And I expect there's people watching this right now who are like, well, yeah, but that doesn't apply to me because we don't run a membership. That's not true. This applies to really any service or product that you're providing because people who have spent money with you need to know that they've got some value from that service or product, right? If you ask them what their goals are at any point in that process, you have instantly, by asking them to write down what did you want from this, by them writing that down, you've instantly made it more likely that they will achieve those things because squidgy human brains, there's this phenomenon that if we write it down, we're more likely to do it. If you then check in with them, so they're seeing it, it's quoted back at them. By the way, Kate, you plan to, toilet train your puppy this month using our amazing puppy pads. How are you getting on with that? It reminds me, I bought those puppy pads. I haven't been using them. I'm going to go do it. You have instantly, massively elevated the likelihood of someone getting value from your product. That is huge. Okay. And I'm going to pick up the bit you said there, Melissa, about it doesn't take you much time because this thing is completely self-service. Yeah. They are in charge of choosing to go. So you put it in front of them, right? Tell us again where you put this form.
Yeah, so we use, and this is kind of a complementary piece of tech that we both use. It's called WP Fusion. And it gives you this very deep integration between your WordPress website and your ActiveCampaign account. So Kay and I both use it in lots of different ways, but I specifically use it to really personalize the experience of people when they're inside the membership. So it pulls in their name and it says, welcome back, Melissa. Are you having a great day? For example, and it will have, once they've filled out the form, which invites them to complete their goals, the form will disappear and their goals will be displayed right there on the dashboard for them to see every single time that they sign in.
Yes, that's a pretty swishy, high level use case for this, where you've really paid time and attention to how to get it in front of your members. But it could be a really simple process as well. It could be a link in an email that takes them to a form, invites them to set their goals, and then just really regurgitates them back to that person using an email and says, how are you getting on with this? It doesn't have to be a complex process. The power will still be there, which is really interesting. What happens when we celebrate success with people, even if it's just them seeing their own success, is that they are much more likely to buy again from you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you see that phenomenon in the marketing fix?
We do see it. And also because we're very consistent about always pulling up their profile and looking at an ActiveCampaign when we're face to face with them during a coaching call, they know we read them. So they don't feel like it's data just feed into the machine and we never look at them. We're actively looking at what they've said they want to achieve. And yeah, we often use it. And we also use that data. We will sometimes go back and say, if it's a lapsed member, someone who's left or hasn't engaged for a while, we'll go back and see the last time. We might just do a one-off campaign, a re-engagement campaign, which is the last time that we saw you, you said your goals were this, how are you getting on with that? And we can just pull in the custom field straight into the email. So we don't just use them for that, we use it for a little nudge to say, we haven't seen you around very much.
That is genius. I love that, because that's taking the principle of a customer who you've already have or had in the past is much easier to make more money with and serve again than going and finding a new customer. We see people all the time spending a lot of time and energy and money getting new customers, and their existing customers are not getting the love that they deserve, right? This system that Melissa's come up with, this creates that feeling of being nurtured, cared about, loved. It's completely passive in terms of collecting that information. It does not cost you any time once this system is set up. And like Melissa was saying, you can have this clever stuff where someone can say, actually, I don't want to get these reminders anymore. It's just a link click action. That's all it is. We've all got access to this amazing tech to do this for us. And then the very human part of it is that you need to actually look at this stuff and engage with it. When you see that person, ActiveCampaign makes this stuff so easy because it's just click onto their contact screen. It's right there in the custom fields. Super powerful. Yeah. Melissa, your Marketing Fix membership, I think, is exemplary in the world of marketing, because it ties together what the tech can do with the human psychology of how to really leverage that with your people.
Yeah, and I do think those little interactions where people see their name reflected and they see their own kind of inputs reflected just really makes it feel kind of people the warm fuzzies.
It absolutely matters. Now, you can go to the link here, follow the QR code. We're going to give you the handout for this and our 3 other amazing time savers and money makers. And I will see you in there, and you'll get a link to the Marketing Fix with a discount. Bye, everyone.
Subscribe to our channel below for more content like this. And to try ActiveCampaign free for 14 days, visit ActiveCampaign.com.